Hi guys, it's Riku Rose from the Tojo Dojo. I'm here today to give you an unboxing of Yakuza Like a Dragon's limited collector's edition from Pix'N Love. They were kind enough to send this copy to me, so just to let you know beforehand, I did not buy it. So if you're like, oh, he's saying everything's really nice in there, he's a paid shill, I told you beforehand, and you can believe me if you want to, but I won't tell you I'd like something if I didn't. They were kind enough to send this to me because after the French edition of this got announced, because Pix'N Love is a French company, we put out a tweet saying, hey, if this was in English, would you buy it? And a lot of people responded, retweeted, liked it, and Pix'N Love actually said, hey, that tweet helped. We're making it in English now. We'd like to send you a copy. And I said, thank you very much, I like free stuff, so if anyone has free stuff they want to send me free stuff. But I got it today, and it's quite timely because the PS5 versions just got announced. Now, all of these boxes are going to be the same, whether you get the Xbox version, whether you get the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 version. The only difference is going to be the game inside. Now, it's a lovely cardboard box. One of the special features of it, it has some nice little gloss on there. I mean, the art and everything like that is pretty similar to the usual version of the game. Now, as I said, Pix'N Love is a French company, so some of the wording is in French, okay? But they have also translated everything into English as well. They are, because they're French, obviously European, so you're gonna get some of the European ratings on here, which doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but it does warn you that there is violence in the game, bad language and gambling, which if you're watching the video at this point and you didn't realise that, I'm going to be worried. So, I'm going to open this up. There's a nice little sticker at the top there, but I'm going to give you a little life hack. There's no sticker at the bottom. So, if you're like, hey, I want to open this and keep it all pristine, you can still do that. So, firstly, we have the game. I'm not going to open this because that's not what we're here for. We're here for what's in the rest of the box. So, firstly, we have some cards here. The first one is the Certificate of Authenticity. So, as you can see here, this is number 396 of 2400. Now, the PS5 version they just announced is only going to be 1,000 copies. But if you don't, if you're at the nightclub and you're like, hey, I got a Yakuza Like a Dragon Limited Collector's Edition, and the girl's like, hey, I don't believe you, you can be like, yeah, well, where do I get the Certificate of Authenticity? And they're like, oh my God, you're handsome, I want to go home with you. Firstly, we've got these art cards. So we've got a lovely one of here of Ichiban, checking this guy's hearing to make sure it's okay. We got one here of a scene from Endgame where Ichiban lifts Thor's hammer. These cards are actually really nice. I'm not a big collector's edition guy. I don't really buy them for the most part. I have got some in the past, and I have to say these cards are really nice. They're like printed on really nice material, and the picture is like really, really good on these. So if you wanted to do something with them rather than just keep them in the box, you should be able to. And we've got a lovely little photo of the landscape here, and the same here. We've got a lovely photo of Mr. George Takai. This is from a famous scene in the game, which I won't spoil because some people are waiting for the PS4 version. And the scene that we get in every Yakuza game, when a character gets a little too hot in a room from all the fighting, they have to take their clothes off. Now we've got one here which is from the normal box art of the game, and we've got one here that is also an alternative box art of the game. I know if you bought the game from Best Buy, you got a steelbook of either that version and that version, so you have both of them there and then. The main thing I think most people are excited for, and the last part of the box, is the art book. Now, it's 128 pages. Originally, it was meant to be smaller. With COVID and delays, unfortunately, Pix'N Love couldn't get the game out in time for release, but they said, don't worry, we're going to sprinkle some extra goodness in this art book and then make it a little bit bigger. I won't show everything in here because I think it's a bit unfair for me to just show everything when Pix'N Love are obviously going to want some people to buy it. But I'll just show you some of the highlights. And also, if you do buy it, my suggestion is, I have had a quick look at this already. Do not have a look at this until you have played the game, as there is spoilers. So I'm glad I actually got this copy of the game a little bit later. But firstly, we open up with an introduction. Now, I've not properly read all this, I had a quick flick through, but it seems to cover a lot of the series. There's some nice pictures here throughout the games, and then going a little bit further in, we come to the characters of Yakuza Like a Dragon. So we have Ichiban there, some details about him, some pictures of him before and after, his lovely, lovely haircut. Also, it goes through pretty much all the main characters in the game, along with all their alternative outfits that you can get when you change the characters' jobs throughout the game, and also some of their outfits from different characters throughout the series. For instance, you have Kiryu's outfit from Yakuza 0, you've got Majima's outfit as well, and of course, the classic. So, going ahead a little, because I want to skip over the spoilers, obviously. I don't want to ruin the game for everyone. Lastly, oh no, not lastly, we have some pictures of different scenes and different locations within the game. But yes, lastly, the most interesting part, probably for most people, is going to be the interviews. Now, there's an interview with Nagoshi about the series, along with some of the other people who have worked on the series. This is a really nice book. I can imagine like you're able to just pop this on the shelf anyway, where you wouldn't have to keep it in the box. I think this edition's really nice. It only goes for 80 euros, so it's not a whole lot more than the game. I've seen collector's editions go for like well over 100 before, but if you're someone who likes your art books and things like that, if this was released separately from the game, you're probably going to end up paying more for that anyway, because I know video game art books can get really, really crazy in price. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know, and please follow us on all social medias, subscribe to us on YouTube, and thank you very much.